Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel, The Walter Hobson Show. I am your host, obviously, Walter Hobson. If this is your first time over here at my channel, thank you so much for coming to join me. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And fanning me out of all the various choices on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. To all my existing subscribers, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all rock with me. Y'all fuck with me. Even though I've said some things that I was gonna commit to, and I've kind of committed, kind of not. Then fell off, like I tell y'all every time, like I'm not the man of excuses, but I feel like if I say I'm going to like do this or that, etc., and then I kind of fall short on some things, I feel like I do owe explanation, especially y'all, because y'all fuck with me. So if this is your first time being over here, that you're new, it will be so appreciated for me. I honestly mean it. If you can like this video and just go back through some of my other videos and check those out too. And if you can subscribe to my channel, that will be greatly and humbly appreciated. So without further ado, some of y'all who know me probably know why I'm on here, because I'm pretty sure everybody, unless you literally are under a rock, heard about what happened to Diddy, the diddler, Love, all the many names he's ever had. We just gonna go with Diddy. Got arrested in New York last night, and a grand jury has brought some charges. He's been indicted. So yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. I about 4 months ago, someone was saying that I was watching the podcast, and someone had predicted, they weren't a psychic or nothing, they were just predicting that based on the house getting raided, the two mansions getting raided, and him settling the lawsuit with Cassie. They were like, yeah, I think an indictment's going to come around September and an arrest. And goddamn, this motherfucker wasn't right. He was right. Like, I would not want to be Diddy ass or anybody low-key associated with his ass right now. In this particular moment, we're speaking right now. Like, and the gag of it all right now. Okay, so apparently, let me set this. Let me kind of set the stage and scene. Okay, so apparently, sometime around maybe 6:30 ish, between 6 and 8, I'm thinking that's what I read or reported. He was at a hotel. I want to say the Hyatt or something like that. No, don't quote me, but he was at a hotel in New York, and he was in the lobby, and federal agents came in and arrested him. Now, if you go back a little bit, apparently he had been in New York for about 2 to 3 weeks already, because apparently, per his attorney, in a statement, he they had expected that some charges were going to be coming down the pipeline. Now, I don't know if you just wake up and feel like that, or, in my opinion, were you tipped off that? I mean, you could say, based on the timeline prior to last night's arrest, maybe he felt like, and his attorney felt like, hey, bruh, like, okay, old girl filed a lawsuit against you, talking about Cassie, and your ass settled 24 hours later. You had to come out of all this bread to pay her. Then other lawsuits came out as well, we all know. And then your houses get raided, one in LA, one in Miami, on the same day. Then after that, a video comes out, surfaces of you assaulting Cassie in a hotel. So maybe, okay, I'm not. You think about it, maybe they kind of got together. Him and his attorney were like, yeah, based on the recent chain of events with you, sir, yeah, you might get indicted. So, but this is what the attorney basically in the statement was saying. Like, we kind of figured that some charges was going to come. There's going to be an indictment, and That's why Mr. Combs decided to come to New York. Because apparently he'd been in New York living in his hotel for about 2 to 3 weeks. So who's to say? Or, like I just said before, in my opinion, were you tipped off? Because you got to understand, he got people he know in high places. And we know that. In law enforcement, in Hollywood, to me, in various sectors of shit. He know people. I'm not saying I know some shit. I'm just saying if you were asking me based on me hearing the statement from the attorney and reading the statement and reading the statement from the attorney, I will be like, okay, that's a possibility. It is. Or what I believe, you probably were maybe possibly inadvertently tipped off. Like, hey, bro, I mean, and that's your city. I'm only standing on that, on my opinion, because New York is your city. These charges were filed in the Southern District of New York. I mean, I could be like, hey, I could be reaching, but I mean, I don't feel like I'm far off the mark a little bit. I'm not saying, like I said, just how I feel. It's in my opinion. So, but the gag of it all is okay. So apparently, okay, charges came. Okay, announcement of an indictment last night. Arrest last night. There was an announcement that they were going to unseal the indictment today, this morning. I went to work. I had to do a meeting. I was like, damn. I'm like, usually court, when they do shit, if you know anything about court, they supposed to be early. Like they start like 9 o'clock, 8:30, if they're on time. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's gonna be a press conference, something early. Let's just get this shit out the way because we got other shit to do in terms of the judicial system. But I don't know when it came down. But I know I took my break at work about 3:30, and I called my neighbor, and she was telling me that the indictment was unsealed, and the charges were racketeering and sex trafficking. I said, "Oh shit, I'll be damned." I said, "I'll be damned." Hmm. I knew in my mind, in my heart, that yeah, um, something was coming. Because you got to understand. Let's go back to those raids. I'm 42. Have I witnessed a raid? I live in Detroit, the hood. Have I witnessed a raid before? Yes, I have. Quite a few. I'm not saying like, well, damn, Walt, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling you like it is. And the fact that they raided not one, but two of your motherfucking homes on the same day, simultaneously, basically like, okay, it's like they kind of like, okay, at this time, even though Miami and California are not on the same time frame, but the same day. Yeah, like I knew then. And we all saw the heavy police presence. We all saw it on TV and them carrying shit up out of the house, boxes and shit. I said then, like, uh, yeah, like they ain't just come in, but like search some shit, and then come out empty handed. I said it's all gonna rely on what the fuck they found. And apparently they found some shit. So they found some shit. Apparently enough to file a complaint and an indictment. And so the indictment wasn't sealed. The charges were announced to everybody. What was the charges within the indictment? And it was, like I said, sex trafficking and racketeering. Now, the gag of it all is he's still in jail. No bond. That part. All of the parts. But that fucking part. That says a lot. Let me say it again. That says a lot. Like, come on now. Like, let's get into some shit. I want to read some shit. We're going to have a little read segment tonight, y'all. I like to read. I can read. So, I just powered up my laptop. I know I should have probably, y'all know me. I should have probably did all this. I do got my phone, my iPhone, but I just turned on my laptop. So, we're going to do a little reading so we can get some clarity on some things. Like, what's really fucking going on. I, like, I feel bad for his children. I do. I ain't got no kids, but it's like, what the fuck? Like, damn. Hold on, y'all. Like, mm-mm-mm. Hold on. Do y'all sometimes forget y'all password to y'all laptop or your iPad or iMac or whatever? I do sometimes. Oh, but I try to keep them separate. I got another laptop. But this shit, whew, I do. Like I said, I would not want to be him. And then y'all know about Dawn Richard from Danity Kane filed her lawsuit like last week. Just brother, like I don't understand it. I'm gonna be honest. I just never understood the mind of people with money, like money, long money, like money you will to people, and it goes on and on and on type of fucking money, and power, and just I guess respect, and I guess everything that people say that's supposed to come with that. Like you have the world at your, as I heard it saying, the world is your oyster. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what's inside the oyster? They say a pearl. So it's pretty much the world is your pearl. Like, it makes no sense for people to have to do all the bullshit, like the drugging people and manipulating people and having people do things against their will type of shit. Like, for what? Like, you have money, you have power, people know you. In some instances, you have all that and respect. So it's like, why do all this dumb shit? And my thing is, the feds, they leaning on your neck. Like, I'm surprised you can breathe. Like, I'm surprised he can breathe. Like, they own, like, come on, brother. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just, yeah. Like, and then my thing is just the arrogance of this whole situation that I've noticed. Like, okay, little subliminals he's done and said and shit, you know, in little posts and allegedly, and just the okay. I think we all might have seen this one post or whatever where basically he put the call out like, okay, anybody, where everybody at that with, I done looked out for. I'm catching it right now. Where everybody at? That shit. And I'm looking at him like, I don't know you. Clearly, I don't. But where everyone's at is the fuck away from you if they smart. They won't, don't nobody want no parts of that shit. Whether I'm your homie and whatever. No one wants any parts of that shit, sir. Come on, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Google. I love Google. Thank you. Okay. So let's do some reading, shall we? Because knowledge is power. This motherfucker. It's sad. Okay, so I'm like at the library right now. So many articles and credible news sources and outlets. Yeah, yeah. So I should just like close my eyes and just pick one and just click on it. We just read. Like, this shit is crazy, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I said it at work. I was like, I thought he was gonna get a bond. I really thought he was gonna get a fucking bond. It was gonna be a high ass fucking bond. But I'm like, okay, he did. Whatever it is, pay it and get the fuck out. No bond. Eh, buddy. Here we go. We're gonna go to NBC News, y'all. It kept looking at me. So I could play the video, but I don't know how loud my laptop is. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let me see. I'm gonna see if it's loud. Oh, hold on. I paused the damn video. Hold on, let me see if y'all can hear it.
Indictment as federal prosecutors allege Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
This was
In
NBC
court today,
News.
Combs pleading not guilty to 3 federal counts: sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Pause.
Sean Combs
There's a third charge. I forgot. Transportation and prostitution. Y'all heard. If y'all can hear the video, this is off my laptop, so I apologize if you can barely hear the audio, because usually when I play like audio clips from like sources and stuff, when y'all hear like boom blaring in your ear, I'm usually on my iPhone, and I usually have I got this really nice Bluetooth speaker. That's why y'all can, like, when I done it in past videos, play like audio from sources and stuff. That was off my iPhone, and I got this really nice Bluetooth speaker. So that's why I was like blaring. But if you can't hear this as good as past videos and audio I've played, I apologize. This is off my laptop. I'm sorry. I'm gonna finish playing. This is from NBC News. NBC.
Criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery.
Okay, now the guy that's speaking is U.S. District Attorney of the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams. He's speaking about the unsealed indictment and going like down charges.
And the obstruction of justice. In an indictment unsealed this morning, federal prosecutors say since 2008, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse. Combs' arrest at a New York City hotel Monday night comes 6 months after federal authorities raided the Grammy winners' homes in Los Angeles and Miami, today revealing what they say they found: firearms, including 3 defaced AR-15s in his bedroom closet, and videos of elaborately produced sex performances with multiple victims, known as freak-offs, according to prosecutors. Freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. An attorney for Combs maintaining his client's innocence.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent.
Today's federal case following a string of civil suits, including one filed last week by a...
If y'all hear like some noise, I apologize. I do live in an apartment building, and I have neighbors above me, so I'm just wanted to put that out there if y'all heard it. But you're a violent criminal freak. That's what he's like. He's a violent criminal freak.
Member of the girl group Danity Kane, as well as a settlement with singer Cassie, seen in this 2016 surveillance video being physically attacked by Combs. Cassie later filing a civil suit accusing Combs of raping and physically abusing her. The terms of their 2023 settlement were not disclosed. An attorney for Combs telling a judge today that Mr. Combs is not a perfect person. These toxic relationships were mutual, adding, "Is it sex trafficking if everyone wants to be there? We don't want the federal government in our bedroom."
What the fuck? Did y'all hear that shit? Like, please. I hope that's not your defense. Like, I hope that's not your defense when you go to court, your trial. Don't tell your attorney to strike that shit from the record. He can't take it back because y'all just heard it, and he spoke this. The attorney. This was a written statement. So please, I don't know who's your attorney, Diddy, but tell him to strike that from. Do not argue that shit in court. None of it. Because if he do, I ain't never went to law school a day in my motherfucking life. But I guarantee you, if your attorney argued that bullshit we just heard in court on your behalf, your goose is gonna be fucking cooked. Okay? That your goose gonna be cooked. My thing is, hearing that, if that motherfucker even came to me in one of our consultations. Talking about, well, I think I'm going to argue, you fired. Fuck out of here. No, you is not going to argue that shit on my behalf. You supposed to be the legal mind. You better get in your head and come up with some other shit. Do it, baby. Damn.
But tonight, federal prosecutors are leaving the door open for even more arrests, saying Combs did not act alone.
I'm not taking anything off the table.
And you know what? This is why I said in a previous video I did about this. There haven't been many. But if you've seen my previous video when I did touch on this situation, when I said motherfuckers is nervous. It ain't just him. Nervous. Anybody that's been in the inner workings of this shit, this situation, nervous. And I think in a video I said prior, also, I believe I said, at this point, with this shit, it's every motherfucking man for itself. Like, real talk. Like, there's no way, in my opinion, that if you have had any knowledge, if you've participated, kind of participated, inadvertently participated adjacent to any of these allegations and shit, there's no way. Even if you like in the back of your mind, I'm standing 10 toes down for Diddy, whatever. No, there's no way you're gonna be able to do that. And if you were involved in any of this shit, you might need to, like I said in the previous video, your best bet is to go to the authorities and tell them what the fuck you know. Or what you seen, what you may have been involved. Because my thing is, what you don't, I did say it in another video, what you don't want that ass to do, I said it before, what you don't want, especially if you know you've been involved, been around, know some shit, on top of knowing some shit, is the feds coming to your ass, your job, your mama house, your house. If they got to come to you, that's a fucking problem. Let me say it again. If they got to come to you, that's a fucking problem. You're going to have problems. Especially they sit your ass the fuck down and say, well, Mr. or Mrs. whatever, how you doing today? It's been brought to our knowledge. When shit start off like that, it's been brought to our knowledge. That means they know some shit about you in that situation. Don't be stupid. Again, don't be stupid. Every man for themselves at this point. And the fact, going all the way back to when I kind of started getting into this shit, no bond. He is still in fucking jail. That says a lot. That says we want your ass in this motherfucker until your trial. And upon your trial with a conviction in their eyes, you ain't going nowhere. Shit.
Chloe was in the courtroom. Chloe, how did Combs react to the judge's decision to keep him in custody?
You heard it.
Lester, I was sitting just a few feet away from Combs during his arraignment, and he was completely expressionless as the judge denied him bond, and then he was cooperatively escorted away by U.S. Marshals. His attorney now saying that they plan to appeal this decision as early as tomorrow. Lester?
All right, Chloe Malas, thank you. Our senior legal correspondent.
I'm going to be honest.
Pick up on that train of thought.
I said it. I did really think he was going to get a bond. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a high-ass bond, but I thought he was going to get a bond. And you got... Just think about if you know somebody that did something. This is to everybody. Just think about somebody you know that did something and they got arrested for it. And they got arraigned the next day. And there was no bond issue. Meaning the judge said, I want you here. Just think about it. Like, I'm pretty sure however many people this video sees and touches or whatever, when they get to this part, they're probably gonna be like, yeah, that's real shit. Like, you at least know one person. At least one. You know what I'm saying? That probably went to jail. And had to get arraigned for whatever they were accused of doing or got arrested for, and they were denied bond. Same situation. It's just different charges. Yeah, like you got young daughters. You got two young daughters like out here that have only one parent. As you know, your twin daughters, what, Jesse and Delilah, we all know they lost their mother, Kim Porter. So you're supposed to be the one, sir, that's their protector. And to me, this ain't protecting your legacy. This ain't protecting your kids. Because my thing is, your ass go up the river for what they were, I guess, saying possibly 15 fucking years minimum, 15 to life, allegedly. Boy, 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 boy. I'm gonna read something to y'all. Prosecutors accused Combs of witness tampering, saying at a hearing today that the rap mogul's employee. Whoa, hold on. Whoa, Kimo Sabe. This just got printed 2 hours ago. At 6:58. Let me read it again, ladies and gentlemen. Prosecutors accused Combs of witness tampering, saying at a hearing today that the rap mogul's employees tried to ensure his ex-girlfriend and hotel employees wouldn't say anything about a beating in the Los Angeles hotel 8 years ago. Video of the assault, which captured Combs kicking and stomping on the singer Cassie at the Intercontinental in 2016, disappeared from the hotel server, prosecutors said. They said this today. CNN later obtained the video. We all know that. Diddy apologized for the incident, that fake ass apology. Prosecutors said that they had the recordings of Combs telling a bandmate of another woman who has accused Combs of sexual assault in a lawsuit that she didn't have to worry about anything if she was willing to be on his side. I don't know. Right before I came on the started recording, it was some other bloggers were reporting that apparently, I don't know if y'all know who Kalina Harper is. Kalina Harper is the third member of Diddy Dirty Money. It was Diddy, Dom Shar, and Kalina Harper. And apparently he called Kalina ass, like, I think the article said 54 fucking times today or within the series of time recent. I guess to get her on board. Because, in Dawn Richard's complaint filed last week, there was, on one of the pages of the complaint, in one of the paragraphs, she said in the complaint, I gotta say allegedly, but the person who, the blogger, they actually posted the complaint. And in the complaint, it had said that Dawn and Kalina, allegedly, I'm still say allegedly, had visited Diddy's house to, I guess, work on music for the Last Train to Paris album. And upon arriving to the house, they were in the kitchen and was greeted by Cassie, who was cooking some food for Diddy. Allegedly, he couldn't find something and he came downstairs pissed off or whatever. And she said something to him about whatever the situation he was mad about, and he just went the fuck off and started smacking on her. And apparently, she was frying something in the frying pan, took the frying pan and threw it at her ass. Right in front of Dawn and Kalina, allegedly. This was in Dawn Richard's complaint. Gotta say allegedly. Like I said, I don't need nobody coming over here. Because people, how the fuck they be on Mad Day. I'm sorry, I was grabbing my shoe. When everybody's like, what's Mad Day? Whatever day you mad. Because right now he mad. And his kids mad. And all this type of shit. They need to watch out. Them sons. Talking about Justin and fucking Christian. Because Christian, your ass was mentioned all up and through Lil Rod's lawsuit. And allegedly a couple of more lawsuits filed against your father. And you're grown. Christian's like what, 24? You'll get real time. Like your father may get real time. So, yep. So my thoughts on this. My thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen. he has a battle upon himself. Like, you got a battle, brother. You got a battle. And I would say pray for his children, especially his daughters, because this is like, what the fuck? Like, how much? It's like basically saying, how much can a person endure? Like, we done already lost our mama. They're of age where everything that's being spoke about in terms of their father, these charges, allegations, they can ascertain that shit. They're like 16, 17 or whatever. Not saying they're like scholars and like that, but these aren't children, if that makes sense. Like, these ain't like toddlers or kids that's like 10, 9, 8 years old. They're 16, about to be 17, I think, this year. And yeah. And it's crazy because it's like, okay, we lost our mama. Our daddy is a fucking fool, clearly. And now it may appear possible that his ass might be leaving us for a long time for some bullshit that he didn't even have to do. My thing is, all this shit you alleged, you didn't have to do this shit. But on that note, like I said, pray for his daughters. Pray for them and his mama. On that note, thank y'all for tuning into this video. Like I said, if you are new, before I go, y'all know, if y'all know anything about me, I love fashion. I love bags. Like, I love tote bags. I love crossbody bags. I love bags. And I'm not apologizing for it. I don't care what male, female, whomever don't like it, whatever. You ain't got to like it. But I do. And those who've seen me, who know me, know that Daddy got some bags. He got, God be the glory. And like I said, when I do have time off from work and I can like dress up, put on some gear, put together a look, I always gotta have a bag, a nice bag. So I I always think I got a favorite bag, and then I see another bag that I like, and I'm like, fuck, I think this might be my new favorite bag. And when I show y'all this bag, I've purchased like, let me see, I purchased like 4, maybe 5 bags prior to this little cutie right here. Like, this bag is, first of all, it's so dope. It's like, to me, it's like a statement piece. But it's like, oh my God, it is different. So I'm just gonna show y'all. Okay, like, get into this bag right here. Isn't this the cutest fucking, this motherfucker? Now you got this bag that hold in your hand, like, you know, and then you got a long crossbody chain. Like, look at her. Like, look at her. Like, y'all don't understand. Let me put her up. Let me put her up. Let me put her up. Look at her. Like, look at the detail on her. Yeah, she a her. I wore this once. I had ran out somewhere, and everybody was on my, like, oh my God, that is that. Yes. So I think she might be my new favorite. Even though, as you see, you can't really put like much in her. Like, I put my cards in here. I put some like loose money. Like, I still carry money, not like a lot of money, but I'm still a cash man. Okay, some cash in here, and I think a couple other things. It ain't much, but it's not like a teeny weeny bag. But just look into it, y'all. Like, I know we were talking about Diddy, but I'm talking about something positive. Okay, so yeah, that's her. So on that note, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to get on there, y'all. I'm trying to get on what I see. But I'm still here. And I appreciate y'all still being here, rocking with me. If you are new over here, thank you so much. Please like and share the video. And go back to my other videos. Check those out as well. Subscribe to the channel. To everybody, I love y'all. Have a great Tuesday night. Peace out.